Before the fame, before the billion-dollar empire, before the books that changed the world, there was silence, there was struggle. There was a woman sitting in a cold apartment, broken, lost and hopeless. Her name was Joanne Rowling. The world knows her as J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. But very few know the pain behind the pages, the failures behind the fame, and the rejections before the recognition. This is her story. She was once a little girl who loved books more than anything. Stories danced in her imagination, worlds that didn't exist in reality. She dreamed of being a writer, but life had other plans. She lost her mother to multiple sclerosis when she was just 25. The grief broke her. Then came a failed marriage, and soon she found herself alone, with a baby in her arms. No job, no support, no home of her own. Living on government welfare, yes. J.K. Rowling was once so poor, she couldn't afford to print out her manuscript. She typed Harry Potter on an old manual typewriter, one page at a time, while her baby daughter slept beside her. There were nights she went hungry so her child wouldn't. Days she battled depression so deep. She later admitted she had thoughts of ending it all. But through it all, she wrote, through pain, through hunger, through rejection, she wrote. She poured her soul into a story about a boy who had nothing, but found magic inside himself. Just like her, when her manuscript was ready, she sent it to publishers, and what did they do? They said no. Again and again and again. 12 publishers rejected Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. They said it wouldn't sell. They said kids wouldn't read it. They said magic was outdated. They told her to give up writing and find a job. But she didn't, because sometimes all you need is one person, just one to believe in you. That person was Barry Cunningham, an editor at Bloomsbury Publishing. He took a chance on her manuscript, a small chance. He only printed 500 copies for the first edition, but those 500 copies changed the world. Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. The books broke every sales record. The movies became box office giants. The franchise turned into a billion-dollar legacy. But the real magic was not in wands or spells. It was in a woman who refused to give up. Today, J.K. Rowling is one of the richest authors in history, but she says, "Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life." So what do we learn from her story? That rejection doesn't mean you're not good enough. That failure doesn't mean it's the end. And that pain doesn't mean you're weak. Sometimes life has to break you so you can rebuild stronger. Sometimes the world has to say no so you can find your own yes. And sometimes you have to believe in your story, even when no one else does. Because the next page could change everything. She was poor, she was broken, she was lost.